should. Now you say, well, gee, it's this, that, and the other thing of the government, and I can't contend with it, so forget it. There's a lot of apathy out there, but it's caused by ignorance. And every society's got the same problem now and in history. It's nothing new.
Well, you're right. You're right about that. I want to hit a few headlines and get your take on it. CBO, U.S. News and World Report, longest period of high unemployment since Great Depression. Worst housing slump since Great Depression. Worse, the amount of debt privately is worse ratio than Great Depression. Insider document details a March 23rd Greek default plan, government to freeze bank accounts. You talked to me over a year ago about your State Department sources saying that was coming. And this is actually in the Greek news, but not on the news here. Give us your take on a bank holiday. This is not the type of holiday you want to go on, folks. What that means, Bob?
Well, it means that they're going to shut down the banking system. Are we referring just to Greece here?
Yeah, they're saying Greece, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's natural. They're not going to be able to, in a few weeks, meet their obligation to pay the interest on the latest bonds that have to be paid for. And I think that'll start the ball rolling. Evidence is coming out that the thing was a setup in the first place. And, you know, that's really interesting because I've been on the program with you discussing this for the last several months. And I said, you know, I'm not on the inside and I don't know what they're doing, but I got to leave the end open with the Germans because it looks like they don't want the euro. They don't want the European Union. They want to go it on their own. And I'm wondering whether they're doing this in concert with the U.S. and England and Finland and the Netherlands. And as it turns out, with these great smear of propaganda that's going on here over the last week, that's exactly what Germany's shooting for. They want to be the big power in Europe again.
All right, Bob, I want to go to calls here in a moment, but I've got to make an announcement here. There's so much censorship going on Google and its sub-company YouTube and all these systems that operate as supposed commons, and they're announcing censorship all over the world. Google and others are working with governments, but I've got to point this out. They are using the claim, and I want to ask you about it, of deleting user accounts that aren't active to get rid of people's subscribers. But I've confirmed that people that even recently signed up are being kicked off one of my YouTube channels that has hundreds of millions of views. And that now I've just kept noticing the last 2 weeks since they announced their new privacy policy, which is no privacy, that when I search one of our headlines to see how many views it's gotten, it does not show up, but it will show up on other people's channels. I mean, completely delisted with many of our headlines within the YouTube system. And here it is. Just during the last break, I put in my headline, The Young Turks Caught Lying to Viewers, a video I shot last night. And they're a partner channel with them, work for Al Gore. I put that in and hit enter to see what the latest view count is, because I learned years ago, if you want to see what the real view count is before it's updated, you can, it might say 301 views before it caches. That's how the servers work for a day or so. But you can put in the headline, and sometimes in the main front listing, it'll show you a newer number. Like it'll say 301 viewers on a video I've done, and a few hours later put it in, and it says 100,000 views when I put it in the search function. So I'm going to show TV viewers this. But if you go to my YouTube channel, our big one, the one with 177 million views or 178 million views, that's linked on Infowars.com, you'll see one of the videos over on the side is The Young Turks Caught Lying to Viewers, Bob. And you put that into the main YouTube search bar up at the top. Everybody can see that. And I'll search it again for people watching. And you hit enter. You get somebody else's site, the Tech by Tiggs, and it says 0 views. This just got uploaded. The Young Turks Caught Lying. Now, this is in a general search. This is their general main search, but you go to the filter, and you can do view count. Obviously, that title under mine will have the highest view count because it's got, a whole bunch of views. It does not show up. I went through page. It does not show up in the search. And I did a bunch of other searches, Bob. Upload date, all of it. And there it is. Everybody else's versions, but not mine. So it always showed up off of whatever had the most views was at the top. Just like Obama Deception showed up, with 10 million views or whatever at the top. It's now being delisted. It is here. And I've got to get Watson and others to do an analysis because I'm about to go out of town and stuff. But Bob, it's happening. And they've obviously delisted my stuff from searchability, or they drive it way down the page. I guess I've got to go 100 deep to see if it's anywhere there. So it's no longer, but just with my videos. I then tested during the break other new videos, and it was whatever had the highest views at the top. So, Bob, the only reason people are going to be able to see stuff when they search it now is because other people have copied my video over to their channel. Can you believe that, Bob? I mean, they are, and again, there's so many other ways they're doing it. It'd make your head spin, Bob. Twitter's announcing they're going to work with governments. Google has said if government sends them a notice saying something's critical of government and requests it be taken down, they're now doing it. I mean, this is I guess they know we're just defeating them, Bob.
And I think you're absolutely right. But you're right about the takedown. I don't do anything with my own programs. Other people post them, and they post them all over the place, and I think that's great. And I leave them who they are, and I don't care. But I get reports back all the time, well, you're not up there, and you're not up here, and they just take them down. And so people go back and they post them again, but the point is, they are doing it.
Oh, let me tell you what's happening. I'll post a video, and it'll get 30,000 views because we post so many. Some little channel posts it and gets 100,000. That's because they haven't put the block on them. They're suppressing our numbers. But it doesn't matter. We're just spreading everywhere, Bob.
Like a big disease for them. Well,
officially, folks, this is 100% proof right here. This is and they say, oh, Alex, they're getting rid of all the old subs. No. I know people personally who just set up channels a week ago that were deleted and were putting videos on them. People a month ago that subscribed to me that were kicked off, and people that are subscribers, almost all of them are not having my videos sent to them. I mean, if I can get 250,000 subscribers on one channel, then every video should get 250,000 views or more. That's guaranteed total viral. Look at this. I'm not even, I get people are saying, what do you mean? No. Let me show you, folks. Here's my channel, okay? Young Turks caught lying to viewers. Here's my version. And again, it hasn't really updated yet, so it just says 6,000 views. I did this at about 10 o'clock last night. It takes about a day to really update. When it finally updates later, it'll probably say about 30,000 views and 100,000 later. But the point is that Young Turks caught lying to viewers, and I counter them attacking me and lying about me. And then now I copy this headline thinking I'll see what, the latest, views actually are. This is a trick I learned. I do it. Boom. Until 2 weeks ago, it would always be my video because I originated it, and my video always has the most views because it's my version, at least up front. No, it's some other guy who copied my video over, which is great, please do, with 199 views that just went up a couple hours ago. That's the one that's searchable. Oh, I see why. Because it's got an ad on it. See, I don't take ads because then they can try to censor me more. I don't take the Google ads. Okay, now I'm seeing, so they don't let my video be seen now. They're doing it for people that are partners. There you go, Bob. Boom. Proof for everybody right there, Bob.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is insane. Hey, listen, my own articles from Infowars, and we've had companies, search engine experts look, our system's set right. Google is now driving most of the Infowars things down to like 10 pages down when we used to be #1. They're now giving other people the results for Alex Jones, people that attack me. They've got a team in there. I mean, they won't give us a partner channel, Bob. And then the Young Turks that work for Al Gore publicly came out and said that I don't have a big audience, that I'm basically a joke. And so I showed on Alexa ratings how they don't even show up on the graph for web traffic versus, and how I'm like, hundreds of times above them. And so they took a straw man and showed one YouTube channel of mine and said, oh, look, our one channel is bigger than his one channel, and said I'm a liar. What do you think of that, Bob?
That's exactly what you can expect from those people.
And now I can't even get my video out to show they're lying about me because they work for the filthy scum Al Gore. I had tried everything. I'd cut. All right, I'm going to jam in a few calls in this segment and the next. I appreciate you holding, but Aaron was just saying, I told you this has been happening for weeks. All we do is search stuff on the web. And we use several different search engines, but start page and stuff are just proxies of Google. And, so what are the New World Orders watching us? We hope the technicians watching us are learning that they're being poisoned when they see our searches of Rockefeller documents saying they're killing us. Of course they can't have me on air dominating. And I'm dominating all over the web now, and we're being censored everywhere. But I have confirmed, and people are pointing it out, that they are now, with my YouTube videos, not even listing them, the new ones, and the only ones you can find are people that copied our videos and gave it another headline or a similar headline. I mean, non-searchable. This is big. This is big, and they're saying they're going to censor across the board now. And don't give me that idiot thing of they're a private company. Folks, they operate as a public commons. They operate with a contract saying they don't censor and do this. This is false advertising. They admitted a month ago that they take stuff down when the government asks. We put a video up exposing the TSA. They blocked it, so it couldn't go viral. We show a helicopter killing people that's already all over the news. They block it. We put out a comedy video titled America, Land of the Snitch. I noticed you search our deal, it's other people's version. They're blocking us. This is incredible. This is incredible. And they're slowly putting more and more controls on, gaming the whole deal. And I told you, only letting you see my videos that people have copied on partner channels, which is great. Copy my videos all you want, put them everywhere. In-game freaks them out so much that some company that doesn't even have the copyright to it is blocking it, saying it's theirs. And now people are trying to say my voice is theirs. I mean, there's going to come a time where you can't even hear my voice, folks, on the web. I'm telling you, you better spread the word about Infowars.com. In fact, we would be overall losing traffic right now because of Google changing stuff and going after us if it wasn't for the Drudge Report. The Drudge Report is really the biggest thing helping us reach people, except for you, the audience, spreading the word. I mean, I'm putting everything I can into this. I just want to warn people. That's my goal. That's what I'm after. And they are coming after us. And if they can silence me, they're going to silence you next. You got to stand with us, folks. You got to get the word out about Infowars.com and Prisonplanet.com. You got to spread the links to our YouTube videos on the Alex Jones channel and the other channels. Post them to your site, make variants, upload them. Don't put my name in them. Some of the time, put my name in. Other time, I've noticed that gets around them. Bob Chapman, I know I'm ranting, and I said I'd go to calls. It's just, this is a big deal, Bob.
It certainly is. Because, if we're shut out, it's over. I mean, we got the live broadcasts and other things, but...
They're going to come after that next.
The ability to reach a lot of people is going to be taken down.
Well, this is the selective kill switch Obama talked about. I mean, look at Google giving all the money. I mean, look, I went and had reporters get in the face of the head of Google, Schmidt, at Bilderberg last year. I mean, do you think they liked it in hundreds of newspapers and our video being #1 on Google and getting millions of views? And then they did some blocker on that and it suddenly shut down. The video was up, but it didn't go viral anymore. See, all the time stuff used to pop up on the front page and have more views than everybody. And somebody would see it and just remove it, take it off the front page. Now they just delist it, Bob. I mean, you got to look, but it shows we're hurting them. This is a great victory. They wouldn't be doing this, Bob, if we weren't having an effect.
Yeah, but we got to keep after them. We got to find ways around it.
Folks, go see it for yourself. And I'm so sick of the denials out there. I mean, let me explain. It's not just that they're knocking our subscribers off. Of course, they made the announcement. That's their cover for all this. It's that people who are subscribers, most of them can't get the videos, but they get all the partner crud or a cat playing with a French bulldog because they don't want you to know that there's